This is another Iranian revolution, a social revolution, one that's young, dangerous, and often hidden underground. You could call it Iran's quiet revolution. Well, if quiet looks like this. And this. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll in Iran? Absolutely. Iran's quiet revolution is reaching a deafening pitch, and it's being led by a group of brave young rebels. But are enough people listening to bring about a radical change inside the country? We came to find out. For generations, this is what symbolized life here in Tehran. The great bazaars, they were not only the center of commerce, but also the center of political power. But these days, for young people here, there's another side to life, almost a hidden life that is seething below ground. You never see it here in public. And we wanted to find out how these two worlds were colliding. Over 70% of the Iranian population is under the age of 30. And in an authoritarian regime, many of these young people are bursting with dissatisfaction. So, how do young people here and all over the world express their frustrations? Well, in music, of course. This really redefines what underground means. Bands that are playing in little locations just like this. You gotta come under the wire. In an address we can't reveal, we get a taste of what young people in Iran do outside of the government eye. This is the underground. Meet Balgard, a mind-bending Iranian cross between Frank Zappa and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. 4 young men in their late 20s and early 30s, all of whom have day jobs, but all of whom risk serious jail time just to rock out. They want us to use their stage names. On bass, Yushin. On guitar is Chog. Chaff bangs away on the drums, and the lead singer and lyricist is Yulon. That was great.
Thanks,
Very kicking.
Thanks, man.
How, it sounds like you guys have played like 100 concerts. How many have you actually played?
Actually, we had one concert.
One?
Yeah.
When?
If I'm not mistaken, it was about 3 years ago, yeah?
Do you guys have fans? I mean, do people know about you?
Our friends.
And how do you distribute tapes or CDs?
No, they come here and listen to our music.
Is this music illegal here to play?
I think so.
This is illegal?
Yeah, I think so.
So you couldn't go out and stay, if you guys said, you know what, we want to go out in the street and put up posters like we do, a band in Canada would do, and say, come see us, what would happen?
You know, I didn't do that. I don't know what will happen to us if we do this. But as a rule, we are not allowed to have concerts. Yeah.
So you just play for yourselves?
Kind of, yeah.
Music
for us is fun.
Music for you?
Yeah.
Well, Balgard's songs deal with everyday life in Iran, and that alone can get them into serious trouble. They keep well away from what are called the red lines, taboo subjects, those being religion, politics, and sex. Just struggling with their identity is hard enough. Is that taboo here in Iran?
Rock music is taboo here.
Rock music is taboo.
You know, some music which have rhythms, rhythms that makes you dance. You know, it's taboo here.
Dancing.
It is. These are some kind of rules, which comes from our religion.
But you're all Muslim.
Yeah, we are supposed to be Muslim. You know, we are supposed to be Muslim.
We can't tell this, but our father, maybe.
Your
Our father and mother are.
You know,
Muslims.
Islam comes to you
From your
with your
parents.
generation.
Are young people happy these days? Like, I mean, is there a sense that young people want change?
They
Or
try to be happy because there is no way.
there's no way.
But
You have to find a reason to be happy.
توی حرومزاده قد زدی تو پر بالم در این بازی تو یکی برام یه رازی ای بابا.
Yulan invites us over to his apartment for dinner to meet his wife and his new baby, so we can see what life is really like for young people here. But before we get there, we're invited to a different underground studio, one where a young woman is crossing all the red lines. Another underground studio. At the age of 20, Kulamer, not her real name, but it means gypsy, and her boyfriend, who's another musician and produces her work, are breaking the law by rapping.
Yeah.
Rap is illegal.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to sing rap.
No. I recent days I hear police arrest rappers.
In the recent days, police are arresting
yeah.
rappers. Are you scared?
No.
It's even illegal for Kulamer to be alone in a studio with young men. In Iran, women aren't even allowed to be the lead singer in a band where there are male musicians backing them. But Kulamer insists she wants to do an interview on camera despite the risks, because she believes that she can help other young Iranian women by talking openly about her own struggles.
6 years ago, my parents divorced, and I faced with a lot of problem in my past life, and it was so hard for me. And I was so alone, and nobody was to help me. I speak about my pain and my problem because I think if other girls and boys know girls have this problem, so they are not alone.
زندگی منه تو اون زیبا بودن سهم گذشته ای بعد تو انتها بودن میخوام بدونی چرا که رویاها مردن.
And if Kulamer crosses the social red lines, she also crosses the political ones.
عذاب صدای سرد میگه من تو دینم.
My country is not paradise. There is a lot of problem, but our government doesn't like to pay attention to this problem.
And do you ever write political songs? Do you ever denounce the government?
Not only me, but other rappers denounce the government because teenagers these days in Iran know that there is a lot of problem and we want to solve this problem. So we sing about this.
We've heard there's problems with drugs in young people. Is there?
Our teenagers use drugs, and unfortunately we don't have enough programs in TV and media that learn this teenager to avoid these drugs. And I think teenagers in Iran use drugs and other things because they want to escape from their problem.
They want to escape. Have you seen them use drugs?
Yeah.
نمیدونن که بی تقصیر توی بازی نمیمونن بعد وایسم پاشو یه روز بدن جواب انگای کثیفشون رو گذاشتم پای